Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing great. In front of me is this painting I worked on the last 2 mornings. When I wasn't live, this is what I was doing. I wanted to share it because this is something we all started together, but I finished on my own. And I have a gel print to pull. And then I don't know what we're going to do today. It's a surprise for me and for you. So let's get started. I want to give everyone time to jump on. Go find my own video here. Well, hello, Sala. Hello, Vicky. Good morning. I hope you ladies are doing well. I need to turn on, every time I need to remember all messages because sometimes I forget to do that. Hey, Miss Jennifer. So good to see you. Hey, Beth. Good morning. Okay, so yes, I shared this on Instagram yesterday, but I wanted to share it in person. Looks like the names are still not showing. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't change that. It's not anything I did, so I don't know how to fix it. Community moderation. Let's see. Participant mode, anyone, message delay, blocked words, community defaults. Nope, there's nothing on here. Apply to, yeah, no, I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Okay, so I'm calling this Women's Studies, and what I used on this was a little bit of everything. I gel printed with you guys. Remember when I gel printed those canvas boards? Oh, I need to clean this up. It's got like painty fingertips on my frame. But then I used Dina Wakely. She has some new image transfers, collage sheets, and it's all these different ladies. They're really great. And so I used a bunch of those, and I just put women throughout. There's even 3 little girls right there, but there's women throughout it. So I called it Women's Studies. And then I used this IOD mold. So when I turn this sideways, you'll see this is 3-dimensional. So this stands off of the canvas, and I painted her one way, and then I didn't really feel like she was fitting in, so then I gave her kind of this lady's skin tone that was showing through from the back. And then there's a few more ladies. They're just everywhere. So this is called Women's Studies. I did take a picture of it and I shared it on Instagram. If y'all want to see it, that's where it is. But there we go. I used one of my gel printed canvases. Looks like that. Okay. Okay, we also have a print to pull. I'm trying to clean off this plate because it's just been, it needs to be properly cleaned, but it's had too much paint on it that I didn't want to just lose, because I like it when there is just layers on my plate. And this looks like it worked. So this had paint on it on Tuesday, and I just left it and just put it to the side and just left it. And sure enough, that did the trick. Now I'll be able to go in with baby oil and really actually, oops, this is the one that's torn, properly clean it. So I'm excited about that. Now, I'll never be able to get the blue marks off here, but I don't really care. That's just alcohol ink. And it's fine. It's fine. But, ooh, this is amazing. There's so many layers of paint on here. It's even crusty on the edges. I love it. I love it. That's a great. I like gel prints even when there's not a particular image or stencil, but just paint like this. This is some of my favorite. This one has a lot of acrylic ink because I've figured out that I like to use a gel plate as my paint palette, and then I don't waste any paint. So when I was painting that picture the other day, I put all of my paint on here, and then when I was done, I just rolled it out, made this print, and I had nothing to throw away. You know, I didn't have to throw away anything. So this is printed on a 5x8 note card. So it'll be perfect for a 5x7 card. The other great thing about that is like these are all the other prints that I got when I was working on that painting. So I didn't just get one, but I actually got many. So that's kind of, I don't know, I've never seen anyone use a gel plate as a palette when they're painting, but I think it's kind of perfect. So I'm gonna put this on here, put this away. We're not printing today, but I wanted to show you that. And I wanted to pull it to see exactly what it was going to look like. And then I have this paper tray on my desk now. And I have an area for like gel prints. So I'm just going to put that over there in my gel print drawer, along with this other one. And it's already getting kind of full. I'm going to have to start using some of those. Okay, I have a little more show and tell, not too much because I want to get to making things, but I do have a new Somerset Studio that came in, and I wanted to show y'all this. This is an incredible book if you wanted to paint portraits. This book is just amazing, and it's amazing for color and dimension. Like, I know I'm starting at the back. But it is incredible, incredible. I think just like years of practice and learning are kind of wrapped up in here. And I've been really enamored by realism, even though I don't think I'll paint realism myself. I still want to learn how they do it because I look at these and I go, but how do they do it? And so this book shares that, but it's about portraits that really like illuminate and light, painting light. I've always wanted to paint light into my subjects, into the things that I do, and I think this book is going to be a great illustration of that. I mean, just beautiful work. So it's a lot of inspiration for me, even if I never really take on the style. But it's called Painting Luminous Portraits for Artists, and it's by Steve Forster. So that's a little show and tell. And then let's look at the Somerset, because we might just case this. Oh, that's fun. Those are fun. See, we might end up just casing these. Ooh, paper dolls. Okay, let's look through here real quick. We won't look at everything, but I haven't looked at it. I haven't even opened it. It's going to be a surprise. Well, hello, Nikki Jane. How did the move go? It is so much fun. The Stella gel print. I have a plate, Jennifer, and I should try it more often, but it's not really my thing. Too messy. I'm way too impatient to create layers. Yeah, wear gloves. You know, you can buy like I don't have to be latex, but you can buy gloves, and that might. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like these. This is about my speed of drawing people. And layers, layers. Talk about layers. Look at all those layers. Those are some thick pages. Very cool. Very nice. I'm skipping some. This is not a flip through of the magazine, but this is a Somerset Studios magazine, and they're just full of inspiration. I have lots of things like this in my stash. We've done houses. Oh, this is cool. I think they made a journal, but in one of the frames, like purse frames, because you stitch those on, and that's how they made their journal. That's cool. Who is they? Mags Woodcock. Oh, I think we've cased Mags before. That's cool. Some templates. Oh, I like this one. Let's keep going. Again, I'm not going to show everything, but oh, this artist has been in here before, which is cool. I don't mind a repeat. It's different stuff, but it's definitely the same artist. This one's called Effigies and Enigmas by Lynn Perella. And I think we've cased Lynn before, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like she's working with books now. It's going well. Good. I'm so glad. The Silent Heroes. Look at those junk journals. Okay. Typically, when I'm doing a video like this, we just grab something simple from the back of the, you know. Oh, I did take one peek and went straight to this page. I saw that this was the one page I saw, and I was like, ooh, cool. Basically, I think this lady made journals out of her cutout pages. Like, so she was making a project, and she kept the pages where she had die cut out and turned those into journal pages. See? Very cool. She has, I can tell, like, she's working on it and building in a whole little, it's like traveling through a building or a city. That's really cool. Very creative. All right, moving on. Let me just do a little bit of zoomies here through the book. She's pretty. I like her. I like that paper doll. This is a very scrappy cardboard treasures. So just making clusters with cardboard. I like this piece. This reminds me a lot of a card that we made. Oh, it's Woodcock again. It's Mags Woodcock again. But yeah, this really reminds me of something we've worked on in the past. Little ATCs. Oh, I do need to make some ATCs. So it's usually back here that I just go, oh, that's cool. Let's make that. This is cool. A book hinged with like chopsticks. So this is the new Somerset. Ta-da! So this is the November, December, and January 2026 Somerset. All right. I'm not casing it. I don't think I'm casing that, but we're going to make things. I just don't know what. What should we make? It's fall break here, and I'm super overstimulated because of the noise, kids fighting, and just not getting a break. I'm getting nothing done. This week is a struggle for me. Oh, Sala, I am sorry. This too shall pass. They will be back in school, and your break will come. And in the evening, when your partner's home, get away. Just get away from it all. Take a stroll, take a bike ride, just get away, go to the park, go to a store and browse. You don't have to buy anything. I used to escape to Target sometimes. Wow, I think that's one of my favorites. I was just looking through here to see what I might want to play with. A lot of these could use another layer. I really like that one too. Got some envelopes that I started. These are just all messy playtime. But see, I really like just paint on the paper. And then we got all those bricks from when we did gel printing together and some of the Y tubes and things like that. All right, none of this is calling to me. All right. Well, they're good, Nikki. They're good. Hey, Kim. Do a KCC. I thought of that. Why am I not? What is wrong with me? I'm broken. I don't know what to do. Well, what do I want to make? What do I want to make, guys? I don't know. Let me look through my journal say box. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Not the most interesting live you've ever been to, because I don't know what I'm going to do. But here's some journal say ephemera. Let's just see. What kind of card do I want to make today? I think I'm going to play with Desiree's new release because I have it right here. I think I'm going to play with this. We're going to make some bookmarks and or ATC cards. So this one is called, I think it's called Bitty Tangles. Some Bitty Tangles, because they're some of my favorites. And I'm so honored. So let's play with these. Let's play with these, and let's play with my Simon Hurley inks. And we're just going to keep it simple because I don't know what else to do. I've got some Canson XL watercolor paper here. And we're going to get out my Simon Hurley inks. I have more on the way. I'm super stoked. Let's get purple. I feel like that's a color I just don't craft with enough. Let's do purple. Ooh, let's do Weeping Willow. And let's do Prom Queen. We'll pick 3 colors. There's 3 different stamps. So these stamps will be available on November 2nd. So this is a bit of a sneak peek. And I haven't played with this one yet, but I've played with the others. I've been making samples. Mostly just, hi, Jessie. Hi, Jess. Mostly just questioning my sanity. Yeah, you and me both. I came on to make a video and I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, usually I don't exactly know, but I have an idea of what I want to do. Today I was just like, I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to take these and just stamp down. I'm going to see how many of these I can fit on a 9 by 12. And honestly, because this is watercolor paper, I should really put this in my stamp positioning tool because it has a texture to it. But I do need like ATCs to go in my purse. Honestly, we're coming up on the holidays, which is kind of like a season for craziness. And I feel like I'm going to need or want to have some cards in my purse to kind of cheer people up, encouragement cards. Okay. Let's do that one in purple as well. That was the first stamp. I didn't even like wipe it off or do anything to season it. Just put ink on it and stamped it on watercolor paper of all things, and it stamps so well. Okay, I'm gonna put these kind of close even though there's gonna be some funny business. There's gonna be some funny business. Flo, hi. Well, hello, Miss Linda Gorman. I promise I looked. I didn't change anything. I have a feeling we're just test subjects here. Hi, Jason. Good morning. Catching you before you head off to work, I'm sure. Pre-order. Thank you for adding that link, Sala. Okay. You guys, I was thinking the other day kind of about like my top 5 favorite things, crafty like things in 2025. These are at the top of the list. That's how much I like these. They're like up there, my friends. They are very cool. Now, I like them for the technique I'm about to show you. I think y'all have all seen me do it already before, but I just really like them. I like watercoloring with them too. Pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. That stamp is pretty. Love it. Okay. Now, this is one of my favorites. For sure. I think this is a henna. I can never remember the name. Henna drum, I want to say. This flower. Oh, it's so pretty. I remember people telling me, bless your heart. Basically, like, you poor idiot. No. Well, bless your pea picking heart. Sala, what I used to do when the kids were driving me crazy is I would just take them out and try to exhaust them at the park. I'd call a friend, be like, meet me at the park with your kids. And then we'd let them run around like wild banshees, and we'd sit on a bench and have mom time. So if you have a friend with kids, that's my #1 way of making it through fall break when they have a lot of energy. You might try it. Might give it a go. Simon just released more colors. I know, Vicki. They're on their way to my house. They are en route. Yes, they are. Could not be more excited. He was hanging out in a chat back in September, I think, and he said, because I was telling him how much I loved his inks, and he said, and I asked when more colors were coming out. He said November. So I was ready. I was prepared and ready. I think that was on Elizabeth's channel. It could have been T, but I think it was Elizabeth. I saw a cool hop on Instagram yesterday. I don't know if Lynn organized it, LV Handcrafted, or who, but people sharing their crafty goals. I think I'm going to set more goals in 2026. I'm going to definitely get organized with the projects that I make and the things that I do. Like, it won't be like today when I come in and I'm like, I don't know. What am I going to do? Because I've already made a list. There's like 30 things that I've made a list of what I could do each month. And I made a list of 30. I don't know if ATCs are on there, but I'll have to put them on there. Okay. Let's see how many of these we can fit on here. I am trying to leave a little gap. I left a much bigger gap here between these than I did on those because I realized I was going to run out of space. I was just curious how many of these I could stamp onto a 9x12. Quite a few is the answer. And I'm going to stamp this one more time. And then we're going to get messy in a good way. We're going to get messy. Well, hello, Debbie. And hi, Heidi. Good morning. What are you making? That's a good question, Jason. Perfectly reasonable question. Good question. I don't know. Something. Yeah, Debbie, actually the Crafty Goals collab has me thinking again about getting organized, setting crafty goals. I know I'm a couple of years late on that, but still. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. As long as it's without pressure, I'll be fine. Okay, so I've stamped everything out. It's on watercolor paper, and now I'm going to spritz it with water. And I'm going to let Simon's inks do what Simon's inks do. And this is one of the things I absolutely love about them. They spread like it's nobody's business. I love the way his inks react to water. So just stamp it and spray it with water and then leave it alone. Let it do its thing. While this is here, I'm going to a little more on this one right there. There we go. While this is doing its thing, I'm going to put it off to the side. And I'm going to get some stamps, other stamps out, I think, or ephemera. Let's see. I think we'll use this one. I haven't, well, okay, I've used it once or twice. We used the map, remember the map? But it's the sayings that I really liked about this one. I liked all the other stuff too. The world of reality has limits, but the world of an imagination is boundless. Love that one. Every possibility begins with the courage to imagine. Love that one too. And I like these gents. Yeah, I just really like this one. We got an emit one. We have a curiosity definition, the definition of curiosity. And like, you know, some sort of receipt. Looks like a boarding pass or something. And a finger pointing you in the right direction. See, it's going right. Yeah, so this one's called Warehouse District. We've used it maybe once or twice. So I might pull that in and use that perhaps. I also have the ephemera that I pulled out, but I don't think this ephemera is really going to, the ones that I pulled out, I don't think that's the right color palette for us today. So those go back in the box. I do have these. These would work. Well, I just have ephemera falling out of everywhere. Okay. But I also have these, and I think we might use some insects. Let me open this one up. I'm gonna move this now that it's more dry and I can move it. And I can finish drying it with my heat gun. I haven't opened this one yet. Let's open this one. Oh, it's just butterflies. Whee! Oh, these are stickers. These are stickers. I like stickers like maybe on journal pages or something, and that's just about it. But they're still cool. Really pretty, and they'd be great on journal pages. Pretty. I like the chipboard or the cardstock version better, which is what's in this box right here, the insect collector. So I think since it's the creepy season, we'll use some insects because that really creeps some people out. And we can take it one step further. I've got those. Oh my goodness, I put these away without ever using them. And this is what happens. I forgot about them. Look who I've got. The Monster Reunion. Foolish mortals. Let's get smashed. Creeping it real. I put a spell on you. Someone say candy, and I don't bite usually. I just thought they were super cute. And then we have insects, and we have all kinds of things. So now suddenly I'm like, I want to make cards. You just can't take this girl anywhere before she pivots and starts changing things. Okay, let me force this to dry, and I'm going to read what y'all are talking about. Hi, Angie. I need a hoarding pass instead of a boarding pass. You're already acting like you have one. Yeah, you got one. You're a crafter. It's built into the job. It's just what we do. It's how we roll. While I'm drying this, let me look and see what today's tangle is. Whoa. For ink. For Inktober tangle prompts. About to have a craft-a-lanch in here. Okay, let me look. Hi, Sharon. Biddy, did you see what Angie wrote about the chat name display change? No, I didn't. Angie, sorry, Sala. Angie. I watched a video about the handles instead of names. YouTube is testing it with some channels, but it'll eventually be on all. It is so people will be able to tag others when using their phones. I figured I was being a test subject. They're like, let's just do it on this channel. She's crazy. She can handle it. We know she won't change it. Let's see. Today's the 23rd. Oh, we could do that. I'm getting kind of spoiled to just watching Desiree's videos and learning from the master instead of making stuff up, but we could do this. Yeah, I figured I was a test subject because I didn't change anything. I did think it was good because then you can tag people's channels easier. What time is it? 6:09. All right. For someone who didn't have any direction, I think we're going to be able to pull this off. Who's anxiety? I see that Nikki said hi, anxiety, and Sharon. Yeah, we can't fix it. Sorry. Evening from Oz. Aww. Did y'all see that Spellbinders is going to do a Wizard of Oz release? I think that's pretty cool. I think it's going to have a lot of better press, which I don't have, but I'm sure they'll still have like maybe some stamps or dies too for those of us who don't have a better press. I'm sure it'll be a whole collection if they're going all out and doing Oz. All right, I think that's good enough. Okie doke. Now, let's play. I get a pen, fine liner out. And I'm just down here at the bottom, I'm going to test one. Cortuba. All right, Cortuba, be nice to me. All right, so it goes something like this. Do a little swirly swirl here. Do a little something up there. Oh, Cortuba's so fancy. I like this. Morning. There is. If you want to know what I'm following, if you want to follow along, go to Desiree's channel. She has a link to, I believe her name's Stephanie Jennifer, and she has a whole printable and all the links to be able to go find instruction. But Desiree is also releasing a video every single day on her Podia that shows you how to do these tangles. So that's really cool because it's not always, I thought this one's pretty self-explanatory, but only because I've been doing a tangle a day that I'm starting to get used to things a little more. But this is really cool. So since this is my practice one, I won't keep going. I just wanted to practice it before I put it across the whole thing. All right, so essentially that with some flourishes, some flux, and we're off to the races. And that is the Cortuba. And again, I'm not making that fancy because I want to do that across here. I'm going to get a bigger marker. And if I had all the time in the world, I could just do it across like each little one. Biddy. What happened? You're getting really good at Zentangle. Well, thanks. It's just daily practice. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to go across the whole thing. I'm just going to go down here, I think. Across the whole thing. So here we go. Don't mess it up. The pressure. Okay. Then we're going to draw a line. And we're going to draw another line. And another one. We're going to aura that line. Aura that line. Okay. It's honestly a lot easier to learn a tangle the larger it is. That is one thing I've definitely discovered through all of this, is that it's so much easier to tangle big when you're first learning. We're just going to work our way across here. Little by little, here we go. Where we're going, nobody knows. Okay. It's hard to read comments while you're tangling, so don't give me the cheat code to life right now. I might miss it. But if you have it, let me know. Whoa, almost made a mistake. And everybody would know it. I don't think anybody would really know or care. See if we have the cheat code. I love these sound effects. Oh, thank you, Sala. You're such a wonderful mod. I love you. You're a wonderful mom, too. I just know it. It's okay to get annoyed. It's natural. Okay. We're almost there. Beep bop boop. Bippity boppity boop. We tangled. Maybe not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, but don't worry about that. We're all learning here and having fun. Oh my goodness. Just reading y'all's comments. Always crack me up. I'm going to leave 2 untangled. These 2. We're just going to let them be. Probably don't have time to work with those anyways. And now here, I'm just going to trim it up. Pretty close to that border, I think. Pretty close to the edge. Even though it's the frayed bits that I like so much. We're gonna cut these into strips. Here, we'll give this one a nice big frayed edge. Okay. Whoever stamped these didn't stamp them straight. Wonder who that was. Probably some crazy lady. All right. So now we have these tangles on tangles. And next, we are still going to use the insects. We're going to use some more stamps. I'm going to pull out these. I love these, the French Garden. Costco keeps just trying to sell me insurance in the chat. Don't tell Jason, but today I'm wearing the shoes he doesn't like. If they make you happy and they feel good on your feet, you're fine. That's funny. Get some of these out. Okay, these are watercolor. Oh, I thought I grabbed more than 2. Whatever. Let's get started with those 2. And I think what we're going to do, stamp these out. All right. I mean, y'all are like, well, yeah, obviously you're going to stamp them out. But now I'm deciding how I want them. If I want them in black and white, unsmeared or smeared. Well, we can try it both ways. So there is Black Widow from Simon. The other way that I like to use these inks is, well, just stamping, because they make beautiful, they stamp detailed images beautifully, which you're about to see. This is watercolor paper too with a texture on it. So it's not the end all be all kind of paper to judge it on, but it does stamp beautifully. I'm trying to find a matte to stamp off on. This one's really dirty, don't mind. It's got solar paste on it. Or lunar paste, not solar. I don't have any solar paste. All right. So I'm going to stamp this on here. And I'm going to spritz it. Just a little. Just a dab will do. This is going to go on here. Let's do some watercolor. As well. We'll just throw everything at these cards. Oh geez, I don't have my watercolor jar in here, you guys. I keep doing that. I need to, it's dirty and I need to clean it out and refill it with clean water. That's become like a weekly thing that I do, so I can keep it on my desk. But last weekend, Sparkle Heart and I were using it, and I never cleaned it out. It has like acrylic paint and tempera paint and stuff in it. Tempera. All right, let's pick, I think let's do some blue. We don't have any blue in the equation yet. Okay, so this paint is also in my top 5 of things I've found this year. This is the Core watercolor paint. The way it spreads on wet on wet is just amazing. There's a lot of things I like about it. But I love the way it just spreads so beautifully and blooms out. Now I didn't wet the whole page, so it's getting kind of stuck on the edges here. If I had done the whole thing across, you would get more feathering, but this is all dry around these edges here. Just add in a little more color here. All right, let's bring our piece back in. See, we're not going to get too much of that, so let's bring it out to the edges. See how it starts to travel? It travels very well. It's a good travel companion, this watercolor. Okay. All right, looks like a mess. I know, it kind of is, but I think it'll be pretty. Bye, Angie. Enjoy those shoes. Gotta go to the office today. I get it. What time is it? 6:24. Well, we'll at least finish 1 or 2 cards today. My Simon ink is almost dry already. Hi, Paula Rice. Yeah, YouTube's testing on our channel here. Angie found out for us. She did the deep dive. Well, if they're testing on my channel, then maybe that means they're paying attention to what y'all are saying, and they'll get your feedback. Right? Maybe. Okay. That'll work. Look how pretty that is. That part. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. That's full of water. Let's be gentle with her. I think I will dry emboss this too, but let's just see. Let's play with who goes on top of this piece. Pink, purple. I think I like the purple or brown. I also like the brown. I'm gonna have some other things going on too, I think. So I might actually, this is all experimentation, you guys. Because we're also gonna throw some bugs at it. All right, let me emboss this. That's not enough. There we go. And I might even ink it a little. I've kind of got a whole mess going on here. How will today's project end? I don't know. We could have a flop on our hands. This is just a day of experimenting. I went brown because I think I might use the brown one. I'm trying to go lightly, but pull out the embossing that I did on this. Howdy, John and Bethany. How are y'all doing? I don't know if this, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think those go together. These kind of go better. Oh, I like the purple now. Okay, we'll do purple. Really like that purple beetle too. This is going to be interesting. All right, I think I'm gonna leave that one like that for now. I'm gonna move on to this other one over here. And I think on this one, we're just gonna stamp in black. We're not gonna do any of the mixed media part. we're just going to stamp this in black. Yeah, Yvette, YouTube is testing this on some channels, and I got picked, apparently. Oh, you have a migraine? Yuck. I had one of those recently. Gosh, I was having a bunch of them there for a while. I don't know what triggers yours, Yvette, but mine's triggered by barometric pressure, weather changes, allergies, things like that, things of that nature. And so it's like things outside of our control, right? I have no control over barometric pressure. So it's rough. It's rough. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible for my other migraine sufferers because I know how awful it is firsthand. All right, we're just making a mess, really. I didn't know what I wanted to make today, and that hasn't really changed, although I've been crafting here for an hour. Okay, so just kind of a black and white background. Now let's see what this looks like with those other strips of paper. Get some of that off my desk. I'm impressed you can even have a screen on. I can't do screens when I have a migraine. Okay, so these were I'm just going to leave one that's just black and white. And then let's pick some critters. I really like these beetles. Yeah, I like those. Okay. These cards are not for the faint of heart. These are very experimental, you guys. All right, and I think for this one, we will pull out that curiosity because I think it sums it up. The world of reality has limits, but the world of imagination is boundless. I think we need to use that. I'm also tempted. Let's also pull out that other Tim Holtz that has the bugs on it. Entomology, I believe is what it's called. Entomology, yep. Got that one to play with too. I need to send these out in Happy Mail because they're kind of like Halloween-ish with the beetles and stuff on them, even though they're not necessarily going to say Happy Halloween. But I need to send these out so it makes more sense as to why did she send me this card? Oh, because Halloween. Let's see, classic Bitty Penny. Yeah, crazy. Just crazy. All right. Where'd Simon go? I think he went back in the drawer. There we go. Let's bring in some more Black Widow. Yvette, I think it's such a cool hop that y'all are doing. The goals, the crafty goals. That is so cool. Good luck on your goals. Wait, I thought you said you were a Beatles fan. Oh, yeah. I am. Anybody else? Day off, John? This is Linda Gorman. Oh, Linda, I adore you. Oh, well, good. Yvette, I'm so glad. Peacefully, just lay there, observe your breath, relax. Everything can wait until another day that needs to wait. Oh, you know what? Today's Inktober prompt is Firefly. Is there a firefly over here? Could we sneak one on? He kind of looks like he could be a firefly, but I know it's not. I think that's the spider eating thing. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, today is Firefly. Okay, so now we've got that added layer of texture there. What's next? Well, I don't know if these girls will work, but you know, you gotta explore. What time is it? 6:37. Oh my goodness. I don't have that much time to explore. She's not bothered by these bugs. She came to see him. I like her. Just seeing if I have any other options. I kind of like her. She's carrying a pumpkin. She's not. It's just an orange purse, but it could be a pumpkin. I kind of like her on there. This is the Fashion Circle from Journal Say. I don't know if we'll put her on there. I don't know that this is the direction I'll go, but I do kind of like her on there. I kind of feel like she doesn't really fit. I think we got to stick with curiosity on this. So I might actually put these gents and then put every possibility begins with a courage to imagine. I think that's the direction we'll go. And I probably need to stamp them on a different paper. Goody Penny, did I tell you that Frank is my middle name? Yeah. Frankie. Betty Penny uses her voice to convince Dr. Shrub in his sleep that she needs more crafting. Look, Dr. Shrub doesn't know what I spend on crafting supplies. We budget differently than most couples. That's my little secret. Okay. That's my little secret. That comes out of my budget. Even though my budget is our budget and I am irresponsible and I need a chaperone. Yeah. He doesn't never asked, so I don't divulge. Oh. Dr. Shrub has a very soothing voice himself, I would say. He just has a very soothing presence and energy about him overall. Okay, we're going to fussy cut these dudes out. Bye. Love you. You too. I'm reading y'all's comments. Right, Beth? Oh my goodness. To a fault. I don't think it's a strength. I think it's more of a fault. These little dudes look like they want to sit right there on that Zentangle, I think. But they could go up here. I'm not sure. These are weird cards, okay? I'll be the first to admit it. I'll be the first to say it. These are strange. This is what happens when you don't have any direction and you come into your craft room and you just start making weird stuff. Okay, he's gone now. So, I want to just put it out there again that I'm accepting surprise birthday cards for Dr. Shub. His birthday is November 13th. And I would love it if you want to send him a birthday card. I will be collecting them, and then I am also going to have him record a video with me reacting to your birthday cards, like telling, you know, us what he likes about them and what he thinks is cool about your cards. So that's going to have to happen after November 13th. Because it's all a surprise. So I'm pretty sure he'll do it. But the thing is y'all bless me with cards all the time and always like have them displayed around the house. And I want, because he does fully support me in this journey. And I just want to be able to bless him with some of y'all's good creations and your good vibes, and we can all rally and support Dr. Shrub. So I'm gonna keep putting a call out there. A lot of y'all are like, yeah, we all know, but maybe somebody's watching right now who doesn't know. And for anyone who doesn't know, Dr. Shrub is my hubby, and he's not a doctor. Okay. I think this is where this card is going. I don't know if anybody would even want to get this in the mail. Like, I'm not trying to tell you to go out and make this card. I just made it because I'm crazy. I don't know. I just made it out of pure curiosity and imagination. I'm not trying to enter it into any kind of contest or anything. It's just for funsies. That's nice. Let's edge these dudes with a little brown. Address, send it to Bitty Penny, P.O. Box 728, Hutto, Hutto, Texas 78634. It is in my About section of my channel. You'll find my address there. I'm glad you said something, Beth, because I don't ever share that. Like when I put out this call for Dr. Shrub's cards. So thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you can send it to that P.O. box. And I actually put his name, I put Sparkleheart Young Z and Dr. Shrub on the names list for people who can get mail to that inbox last week. So we wouldn't miss something and they wouldn't send something back. So I've got that part covered. Or maybe I did the week before last. Either way, it's done. So your cards should not get returned to you if you address it to Dr. Shrub. They're going to be like, okay, that is a person. So. $6.46. Ooh. It's going to be a push to get 2 cards done. You can use these stamps and make much more normal, beautiful cards than what I'm doing today. I just want to put that out there. But this is quite fun. I heard something yesterday about how when you're in the creative process, I can't remember, it's some famous artist said this, but when you're in the creative process, don't concern yourself with if it's good enough or not, or if people will like it, or any of those things while you're making. Basically, the art of creating and the art of critique are 2 different things, and they shouldn't be combined, was the theory. Like, you shouldn't combine the part of your brain that you use to critique things while you're using the part of your brain where you create things. That you should keep those 2 separate. I thought that was really interesting. I'm going to sew this because why not? We've done everything else to this card. I'm obviously not a good example of that because I've been critiquing this the whole time. But it is a cool thought. All right. Dun, 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 dun. She's stitched. Or he's stitched. And I like to leave my strings on. All right. Could pop this up. Bye, Beth. I gotta get busy. Well, have fun getting busy. I hope you have a good day. Beth, as soon as I get my new printer online, I'm going to send you that package. I've got it boxed up. I've got a lot of boxes. In fact, this weekend, I'm really going to make it a priority to get my printer working because the boxes are kind of taking over my desk and I don't like that. I want to get it out. I got to send stuff to Bethany. I've got to send stuff to John and Jill and Debbie and Beth. Yeah. So, like, my orders are fine. That printer is different. It's a little Dyno printer or whatever. That's different than the one I used for my other stuff. And I got a new one, and it's not talking to my new computer like it should. Okay. So I decided to pop this up. Bye, Beth. Everybody says bye. Yeah, WJ, I've got that craft roulette stamp set I need to send to you. I have not forgotten. It's got your name on it. It's ready to go, except for I can't get my labels to print. for that. Okay, this little weirdo's all done. Let's get it on a card base. See what it looks like. You know, somebody's got to be willing to do it. Somebody's got to step out of the line. I'll do it. Take one for the team. I'll make the weird cards. There we go. You know, I want to add a little something. I think we're done with these watercolors. I can put those away. A little something something back here. Real quick, like, because I gotta go. My husband's already gone, so there's no backup. Dun, dun, dun. I think we'll do this. We all make weird cards. Isn't that where some of the creativity comes from? Yes. Try uninstalling and reinstalling the printer. That's what I need to do, Yvette. Thank you. Yeah, because it's just like not talking to, like, I can send the stuff to the printer, you know, and then it just sits there and it never prints. And it's a brand new computer and it's a brand new printer. And it'll like just sit in the printing dock and won't do anything. And the printer just sits there like nothing's going on. All the lights are on, it's turned on, but it acts like it doesn't have a job. And I know it does. I can see all the jobs it has. So that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I think that was the right decision. Let's go ahead and do that on this section as well. Cleaned my desk off a little too good. Can't find all my scrap paper. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's stamp it off there. Oh my goodness, can I get 2 cards done? Go fast, go fast. Okay, let's see. This is the side that really needs to be stamped. There we go. Yes, that's what I want. Okie dokie. So this one's done. Let me glue it down. And then let's get the other one done. Oh, I like it. I mean, I know it's real different and it's a little weird, but I, I do like it. Okay, so there we go. There's that one. Move fast. We need a card base. And then we stamped enough of these tangles that I could make a whole bunch of these. Let me do the math. I did 8 of those tangles, so I could make 8 of these cards if I wanted. Something's not quite square. Time for me to fly. See you later, Captain John. Captain Johnny? Captain Cool Johnny? So glad you're here. Thank you for spending your time, everyone, with me while I do things like this. Truly appreciate it. By the way, I am on Desiree's team, And she has given me permission to just, you know, go crazy and do my thing with her stamps. So she's not worried that I brought in all the things. She's fine with that. Oh, thank goodness. She says, have at it. Have a good time. Let me see what you can do. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we've got to figure out the background for this one. I'm going to stitch this other one real quick, like. Oh my gosh, I haven't told y'all my firefighter story. I got to tell y'all that. Okay, so the post office is across the street from a fire station. And I was picking up my mail the other day, stitches. And so I was picking up my mail and a fire truck was coming out. Not like a big fire truck, but a smaller fire truck. And just a couple of guys in it. Anyways, I waved him on to go first, you know. And the guy like pumped his muscles at me and like kissed his muscle and winked at me. I was like, all right. It was the funniest interaction. I didn't know exactly how to respond. I just smiled and gave him the peace sign. I was like, I don't know. This is a first. What a fun, it was just fun. When somebody does something like that, you know, you just know they're fun to hang out with. He pumped his muscles and kissed his muscle. OMG. I laughed so hard and gave him the peace sign. Oh, man. That was a fun day getting the mail. I mean, not only were there fun things in my mailbox, because there were, but I also got like the ultimate fist pump and wink from the fireman. And he was so great because he wasn't like one of these hunky dudes, you know, that everyone fawns over. He looked like he was straight out of 1970s. He had this huge mustache. He was young, but he looked like he was from 1971. And he kind of had long hair and this big mustache. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the people who broke into the Louvre. I'm not convinced he was really a fireman at this point. It was really wonderful. So thank you to everyone who sends me mail, because Miss Kathy Grant was like, hey, I want you to know I sent you something from Amazon. You should, but if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, and you wouldn't know who it was from, and you wouldn't know that it's in your mailbox. And so thank you for all the happy mail. And the fireman made me really happy too. It was really great. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell the story and share. I know, right? I was like, I have to share this with everyone. I got a muscle kiss and a wink for letting the fireman go first. That was so cool. And he was so animated. It was just really, really cool. I enjoyed that very much. I did. Okay. I am going to pull from my mixed media drawer real quick, because I have to go, y'all. I don't have time to sit around and tell any more stories about the firemen. We're just going to have to do this real quick. Like, I want a pink, I think, and there we go. And maybe this one. I need to test this on a piece of paper to make sure it doesn't bleed through. We're good to go. Okay. I gotta go so my child can eat lunch and get to school. All this card making. It's one of those things where, you know, it'll play forever in my mind, but I wish I had it on film. He was basically like the male version of Cool Mary. Is the best way I can describe him. Imagine Cool Mary pumping her muscles and kissing them and winking at you. A male version of Cool Mary. That's basically, whoa, it's fine. What he was. I don't know really what I'm doing here. I'm just filling in the background. These are my Sharpie acrylic markers. I think my angles are getting off. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. And then let's do, oh, those colors aren't right. That's okay. We'll ink blend it real quick like. And this one we're just gonna draw just a boop and a boop and a boop. Kind of fill in with this one. All right. This needs to be a big ink blending moment. I'll do vintage photo in honor of Des. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, I gotta go, you guys. For real, for real, for real. But we gotta knock this card back a little. It's just too stark. The good news is it's only going to take me a minute to put my daughter's lunch together. My son makes his own lunch because I made extra last night. Okay. There we go. That's the ticket. Cheryl, it's so good to see you. Hey, Kristen Sawyer. You know his ego is out of the... Yeah. Oh, yes. But his ego from a distance just made my day. It was awesome. Like, so fun. Well, I hope you guys had so much fun. I know that was quite the ride, like the last time we got together. That's why I need some plans. This girl needs to do a little bit of planning. Otherwise, we just come up with crazy stuff every time I sit at this desk. I will be back with you on Saturday. I will plan something and we will do like normal stuff. But here are the 2 cards I made today. I do like them. I hope that you enjoyed this in some way, even if it was just the chat. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed it. You know, I need to quiet my critic, my inner critic, a whole lot more than my inner critic just runs around with his mouth wide open. I need to silence that inner critic and just play more. Maybe y'all need to do that too. I get it. I'm in the same boat as you. Now I have to run quickly and go, but I hope you guys have a super beautiful day. I have lots of videos. Maybe I'll release one tomorrow. I have so many in the vaults. I just spilled that water. You know I did. Oh, it spilled on my Crayola stamp. Oh, let me get that before it glues to my desk. I have an old school Crayola stamp someone sent me. Okay, that's it. That's all. I have to run now. I hope you guys have a super awesome day. Hugs and blessings and good vibes to every single person and all their people and all their people's people. All right. Feel better, Yvette. Feel better. All right. Love to you all. Bye.